Marco Polo is known for being a great explorer, perhaps the first European who went to China. Marco Polo's book about his great adventure has been read since before the invention of the printing press, and it can still be bought in stores today.
In most people's imagination, Marco Polo is this brave boy who walks from Venice all the way across to China. In China, he meets the fabulous emperor. He serves the emperor for 20 years, and then he comes back to Venice, clad in rags, because it's been a really difficult journey, but miraculously managing to bring back the secret of spaghetti ice cream and jewels sewn into his tatty clothing.
This fantastic story has captured the imagination of readers for hundreds of years. But is it true? The first problem for scholars is which copy of the tale to examine. There are over 100 different versions. Francis Wood has come to work at the British Library, one of the largest libraries in the world and home to many different variations of the Polo text.
If you look at very early editions of the text associated with Marco Polo, you can see it's very simple, tiny little thing.
But in another version of the story,
here we have the 1938 edition, and if you just look at the relative size, you can see that there has been some expansion. If we look, for example, at the description of the city of Fuzhou, a very important trading port in southern China. Now, here, the city of Fuzhou is described in a single paragraph. Now, when you get to here, it's much, much larger. We start here, we go on, and right down to here. And we've got the tiny little original description, but then we go on to stories about lions and how to catch lions, and then also that Marco Polo met some strange people that he thought might be Christians.
It is unlikely these additions were made by Marco Polo, as they appear to have been added after his death. And yet they are claimed within the text as his. Polo scholars have created a table that highlights the differences between versions of the story. Each column lists story elements and observations from the different versions.
Squares, courtesans, doctors, magistrates, houses and gardens, only occurring in a very late manuscript.
The legend seems to have been embellished by unknown scribes over the centuries. It is possible that later scribes had access to a now lost original version, but this seems unlikely. As the table shows, the text has grown in size, with additions building over time.